Hello, you're all welcome to the N500k mushroom project. Our meeting today is going to be discussing the project and the potentials for profitability in cultivating mushrooms. So we're happy to have you here. You're generally welcome, and we're hoping that you make the best of the next 30 minutes of this meeting. So today we have a very special person in our midst. Miss Almost Susan, a young lady who has been in mushroom for some time now, and she is been plying her trade in Benin in Edo State, but she's traveled the country. She's a mushroom farmer. She's also a trainer on mushroom. She's also a speaker on mushroom. Today, she's going to be giving us her quality time to give us an overview of her experience with mushroom farming and why we should look at it as a commodity of interest for commercial agriculture. So we're going to spend the next 10 minutes with Susan, who will walk us through her experience on mushroom. After that, I'm going to run us through the N-Africa Multipurpose Cooperative Society project on mushroom for women and youth in Benue State, and then show you the opportunities that there are and how you can key into it and what you stand to benefit. So without further ado, can we open the microphone for Susan to walk us through her experience of mushroom? Susan, you're welcome to the meeting.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. My name is Okoje Omo. I'm into mushroom production. I've been into it for a while. I'm so happy to be here to talk about mushrooms. Mushroom makes me excited. Okay, so mushroom is a multi-billion-dollar industry in the world. There's so much in mushrooms that we can gain if it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. When it comes to any sector, you find out that those that become giants in that industry, those that are taking the lead are mostly those that had better and earlier insight about the sector. Okay, and mushroom is one of that virgin sector currently, where if you can tap into it, you'll be surprised. It's still a virgin market. Let me give you an example. You know that at the point, farmers found it very difficult to sell their eggs. They found it difficult to sell their birds. But now, the demand is way higher than the supply of poultry products. So it's advisable that as a youth, that you get involved in whatever sector, which is, for example, here's mushroom. Get involved as soon as possible and take early ownership of it. The mushroom world is an interesting one. People are becoming more and more conscious about their health. I'm sure about 5 years ago, if I tell someone about immunity, then they'll tell you, oh, what's that? But now people are more aware of it. Now, why am I saying this? Mushroom is an amazing commodity. It is still a virgin product here in Nigeria, here in Africa. The two major killer diseases in Nigeria are hypertension and diabetes. Mushroom can help. It's good for the heart. It has low glycemic index, so it's friendly for diabetes. The consumption is encouraged all over the world. So when it comes to cultivation opportunities of mushroom, it has no limits, most especially here in Nigeria. Whichever state you are in, you can cultivate mushroom. It doesn't depend on the soil. It doesn't depend on, the weather here and all that. There are things you can do to control those activities so that you get the best from your product. I've been into mushroom for a while, and I was opportune to interview some persons last year. You know, there are some persons that do this thing as part-time, and they make a whole lot of money from it. I was able to talk to a lady in Lagos. She told me she works and she also produces mushroom. There are some persons that mushroom is their sole source of income. Mushroom feeds a lot of persons, and mushroom currently feeds me too. So I would encourage persons listening, those that are interested in key into it and be consistent with it. So that when we talk about mushrooms in the next 5-10 years, you would have so engraved your name in the industry, you would have created your niche, you would have created your own contact. Whatever you sow now, you will eventually reap. So mushroom is one of that product that you should consider currently, because of not just the economic value, the economic potential, but also the medicinal, nutritional value. Okay, so I think I'll wrap up there.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Omo. When I first met Omo, it was at the first national summit on mushroom, which was held in Abuja. And she presented a very powerful paper where the entire nation was gathered. The minister was there, ministers for trade and investment, agriculture, and all people were there. And she presented a very powerful paper on mushroom that moved the hearts of people. I was moved personally ever since we have become friends. And she's been supporting our work to ensure that we bring this commodity to young people. And I'm happy to say that you are the first set of people that will be piloting this major project in Benue. Thank you very much, Omar, for that insight. So let me take a step back. In the next another 10 minutes, give you a background on this project and show you the entry points and the benefits that you stand to gain. 2 years ago, as the Director General of the Nigerian Youth Chamber of Commerce, we started the project on mushroom, and our goal was to leverage the Nigerian Youth Investment Fund. If you are aware of the 75 billion naira that is at the Federal Ministry of Youth to fund youth enterprises, we try to leverage that, but government being what it is, that has not taken off. It looks as if we had failed completely. We kept talking about this because we believe in the potentials that this has for job creation for young people and then for revenue generation. For instance, the global market value of mushroom is currently $59 billion. That is mind-blowing. And it will shock you to know that Nigeria is not taking 1 naira from that international market. So all the noise you're hearing about people are farming mushroom here and there, it is all for local consumption. Like almost said, the mushroom commodity is an emerging commodity in Nigeria, but in the Western world, mushroom has been used commercially for hundreds of years. If any one of you know about mushroom, you probably know that you can pick it in the wild. So our parents, our grandparents were picking mushroom from the wild. When they went to the farm, they'll pick mushroom on their way back. They'll come and prepare it in the soup so that we'll all eat. That was it. We didn't know anything beyond that. It will shock you to know that the global market value for this is in excess of $50 billion. And Nigeria is sadly not taking 1 naira from that. Now, the goal of this project is to mobilize 50,000 young people into oyster mushroom cultivation in the next 3 years. But it's interesting that this project is going to be piloted in Benue State, which is the food basket of the nation. So what happened? From our relationship with the Federal Ministry of Youth to where we are now, we got a private sector investor who is excited about this project, and we've extracted commitment from this partner to finance 1,000 young people to farm mushroom in the pilot phase of this project. This translates to every young person getting 500,000 naira each to start the mushroom project. How does this work? So we have secured land in Makurdi because the model we're using is a cluster farm model, meaning that we're gathering all the youth on one farm location, we're training them, we're giving them all the infrastructure that they need, and then we're scaling them up so that they go into the system, farm the produce. We would have taken the produce from them because we have also entered an agreement with an off-taker. So this means that you're not going to farm mushroom and then be looking for a buyer in Wuruko market or in high level or wherever to buy your mushroom. That's been one of the biggest challenges that farmers have. And so we're taking away the heavy burdens. We brought access to finance. we've brought access to land, and we're bringing access to the market. Your job is just to step into the system, cultivate the mushroom, following the protocols that you will be trained on, and then give us the produce. We will pay you, collect the produce from you, and then export it to our off-taker. That keeps you in a cycle of 2 years. So the 500,000 naira, how does it work? You're getting this money on a single digit loan, interest of 9%. And it is tenured for 2 years, meaning that you're supposed to pay back the loan in a period of 2 years. In 2 years, we have done a conservative projection that shows that you would have been able to pay back the 500,000 naira conveniently and be netting a minimum of 1.5 million naira. By which time you would have been able to save up some money to say, hey, look, I love this mushroom gig. I want to play bigger. With my 1.5 million naira now, I want to go and expand my farm. I want to take my farm to my village. I want to bring in my relations. I want to bring in other people to become partners so that we can do a bigger farm. If you do that, we'll be happy to also support you and nurture you to expand. Why? Because we have an insatiable market. I was speaking with Omo 2 weeks ago and telling her that I met with the national president of Mushroom Association in Abuja, and we were discussing, and he said there is shortage of mushroom in Abuja. I had that same conversation with another person in Lagos, and she said the same thing. And to my surprise, Omo also said the same thing, that in Benin, there's no mushroom. This is reflective of the market that we have. There is an increasing demand, not only in Nigeria, but globally. And the reason is very simple. COVID-19 has even helped us to show that people needed to be more health conscious. People need to now think about their health and think about preventive health rather than falling sick, then going to the hospital to be cured or treated. So a mushroom is that agricultural produce that helps to boost our immune system and keep us strong and help us to protect ourselves against many diseases. So beyond the money, mushroom has a very huge benefit in terms of protecting our health, improving our healthy lives, and all of that. To get involved with this project, there are only 3 things you need to do. Number 1, become a member of the N-Africa Multipurpose Cooperative Society. Number 2, open an account with our financiers, which is Sterling Bank. Open that account in your name. If you already have an account with Sterling Bank, that is fantastic. If you don't, you need to open one. And then number 3, you need to make a commitment of 5% of the total value you're going to be receiving. Remember, I told you you're going to be receiving 500,000 naira. 5% of 500,000 naira is 25,000 naira. And this is how it happens. Pay 25,000 naira equity into your personal bank account. So the money is in your personal bank account. But what does that do? It shows that you are committed to this project. And so the bank is comfortable to say, yeah, this is a partner we want to work with. And so they give you the loan. But the cooperative is coordinating the entirety of that process for you. The 3 things you need to do is to become a member of the cooperative by registering, signing up. There's an online form if you're not a member already. There are 6 locations in Makurdi where you can pick a physical form and fill to become a member. Membership registration fee is 10,000 naira only. Beyond the funding, what other things do you receive? Once you sign up on this project, you're going to be trained to become a full-fledged mushroom farmer. So you will receive technical training to become a mushroom farmer. It's not a one-day thing. It's going to be a minimum of 5 days to show you practically on the farm. It's not theory and it's not classwork. To show you on the farm how you can put together all the inputs that make a successful mushroom yield happen. Once you go through that process, you would have become confident that, look, if you step into the mushroom farm, you can be able to get a yield that gives you your heart satisfaction in terms of revenue and in terms of other benefits that come with that. Number 2, you will receive entrepreneurial training that will show you that what you are doing is a business. And these are the intrigues in this business, and this is what you need to do to become profitable in this business. That training is also free. First, the technical training you are receiving on mushroom production is free. Number two, you will also receive entrepreneurial training to show that this is a business and you should handle it as such. Number three, you have access to our partners, and so you can receive quality inputs from the seeds, which is called spawn in mushroom, to the substrate that will help you to cultivate your mushroom properly, would all be controlled and come through a quality process, guaranteeing and enhancing the success of your production. Number four, you would also enjoy access to extension support services. Let's face it, you're starting mushroom for the first time. You have been trained, but once in a while, you need an expert to come around and supervise what you're doing and guide you to say, hey, okay, let's do this so that what challenges are you having? All of this extension support service providers are able to help you, to support you, all with a view to ensuring that you get the best out of your mushroom experience. And then finally, which is not in any way the least, but I think is actually the most important, you are going to enjoy guaranteed access to the market. Your produce from the farm is taken off by the cooperative and passed on to the off-taker, who exports it, pays you your money, you pay the bank their loan, you plow back the remaining into a new cycle of cultivation, and you continue the process until you exhaust paying your loan and you exit the process. So for youth, we chose the commodity of mushroom because it will interest you to know that the input, what you need to do to manage a mushroom farm, is the least in terms of any agricultural commodity around the world. If you're a maize farmer, you'll know how much time you need to spend with your maize. If you're a rice farmer, it's the same thing. If you're a rabbit farmer, it's the same thing. If you're a fish farmer, you need to be hands-on. Mushroom requires minimum hands-on because you don't weed mushroom, you don't fertilize mushroom, you don't grow mushroom under the sun, and so you're worried about, so there's no sun now. On the mushroom farm, there is water. So for the times that you need to sprinkle water, that water is available for you to do that. So you're not wondering whether, oh my God, it's not raining now, my mushroom is going to be affected. Hell no. Mushroom is not even cultivated in the open air at all. So to get this project started in Benue, we have partnered with Benue State Government, and we'll be holding a one-day sensitization seminar on 11th of April in 2022, 11th of April. All of you are invited to be part of our sensitization seminar because all the key stakeholders on this project, from the Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment, Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Nigerian Export Promotion Council, our investors, that is Talent Bank, would all be on ground to show their support for this project. So this is a notice for you that you should keep it on your tabs, that 11th of April, all roads lead to Makurdi for a one-day sensitization seminar on mushroom. You will see mushroom, commercial mushroom products for the first time. You are going to be seeing mushroom tea. You will see mushroom bread. You will see the application of mushroom in various ways. So you should bear in mind that the mushroom you are cultivating is not just for local consumption, it's for the export market. And it's going to be applied in industries like pharmaceuticals, food processing industries, even the textile industry. So that's what you're positioning yourself for, and how you want to add value to the work by becoming part of this project. Finally, people have already started signing up on the online form. I'm believing that all of you who are here have already had access to that. If not, you can raise your hands up or drop that up in the chat room. Otherwise, go to our locations in Makurdi, and like I said, there are 6 locations in Makurdi where you can pick this form. There's one at the State Ministry of Agriculture, at the farmer's desk. If you go there, they'll give you the form. If you go to our office at Ashby House, Suite 6, you will find the forms there. If you go to our office at Okewe in the street in High Level, Makurdi, you will find the forms there. Our forms are also available at Katsina Ala Street, number 36. You can also find this form at block E16, Tony Mas Plaza at High Level. You would also find the form at the Staff Development Center, Hall 13. Go to Hall 13 at Staff Development Center, you'll see the forms there. Otherwise, just go to our Google form, fill your details, provide your passport. Once you make your payment, you're getting a certificate of membership to the cooperative, and you're also getting an ID card that shows that you're a valid member of the cooperative. By 11th, we'll be launching the project with a one-day sensitization seminar. The governor has promised to be there, the Commissioner of Agriculture and his team, and we're all working towards that. So let me stop here and open the floor for an interactive session. If you have any questions, you want to raise your hands up and ask so that we can answer you. I can see hands that are raised up already. Yonyengita, I can see your hand. If you're there, please open your mic and speak with us.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Yonenge.
Joined a bit late, so I could not get the introductory part of the meeting. I don't know if you go over that. It's not too much. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Basically, this is the N-Africa Multipurpose Cooperative Society Mushroom Project for Women and Youth. And the goal is to mobilize 1,000 youth to access 500,000 naira each and commence mushroom cultivation in Benue. We have secured the investment. We have secured the farm in Makurdi. What we're doing now is to get youth who are interested to sign up on the project. And for you to be qualified on the project, you need to do 3 things. 1, become a member of the Anchor Cooperative, which is the N-Africa Multipurpose Cooperative Society, by picking up the registration form and paying the registration fee of 10,000 naira. You need to open an account with our investor, which is Sterling Bank. So if you have an account with Sterling Bank, that's fantastic. If you don't, open an account with Sterling Bank and pay in 25,000 naira, which represents 5% of your equity contribution. That shows commitment from you that you have put your leg in this project and you're really game. So that 25,000 naira is going to be paid into your personal account, don't forget. And that's what the 3 things that are going to qualify you for consideration on this project. People are already doing this, and it's basically on the basis of first come, first serve. So by 11th, like I said, we're going to launch the project in Makurdi. And by end of April, we're going to commence activities on the farm, which includes your training and then setting up the farm structure. I hope that has been able to attend to the things you would have missed.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I can also see Dodo. Jude Dodo.
Okay, yeah. So, Dodo, I want to find out the period within which the hold on process was made available. I don't know if you have an answer to that.
Okay. From the last management meeting we had with Sterling Bank, they made it very clear to us, and in the documentation they have shared with us, from the time we complete our enrollment processes to when we draw down on the loan is maximum of 3 weeks. And let's face it, I mean, this is a private sector bank. They have A, B, C, D provisions for us to tick. Once we tick it, they are already in this project. There is no basis for them to beat around the bush. They're in this for business. And so it runs. I've seen this project work in several other commodities, and we're just piloting this in the mushroom commodity for the first time. And the bank was very excited when we demonstrated the economics of production of mushroom, and then the sort of input requirement, which is minimal compared to other commodities. So the reason they've opened up to this. So within 3 weeks maximum of when we complete our documentation processes, which include, by the way, the enrollment of our members. And that's where we are now. So if you're asking me, why have we not had the loan already, is because you have not signed up to complete the 1,000 persons that need to be in the project.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. I can see somebody with Nokia C1. I don't know what the name is. Nokia C1. Your hand is up. You have a question?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but there's a lot of noise in your background.
Sorry,
nature of the environment is so noisy. But I wanted to ask about the commitment.
Yeah.
That I don't know if someone have taken like COVID-19, but we still have access on this 500,000 this thing that are given for the farmers.
Okay, that's a good question. What's your name, please? What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Akaya Desmond.
Oh, fantastic. Akaya has asked a very important question. If I've taken a COVID-19 loan, or maybe any other loan for that matter, can I also access this loan? The answer is yes. In the loan processes, there's a provision for you to declare other liabilities that you have, other loans that you have taken. And it doesn't stop you from getting this loan, because we've designed this program in such a way that it has been de-risked, essentially. So it's also not possible for you to take money from here to go and pay another loan. The loan is tailor designed for this project. So your liability or your loan in another project or another facility does not affect your access to this loan. So yeah, if you have another loan, you can still apply for this. The most important thing is for you to be available to actually execute the project. And somebody also asked me earlier that, what if I'm working? Can I do this? Yes. If you're working a job that allows you to spare an hour a day, you'll be able to work on this project. And you need to be living in Makurdi, so you don't have to be coming from Boko. That will put so much burden on you. Makurdi or its environs for you to be part of this project. So if you're riding Okada, yeah, you can do this. If you have another business going for you, you can do this project. So you go to the farm in the morning or in the afternoon and evenings, and to tend to the mushroom. And when mushroom starts fruiting, I mean, harvesting is an everyday thing. So that's one of the reasons why you need to be on the farm within scheduled routines to help you to attend to your. So if there is no other question, I want to thank all of us for being here, and encourage every one of us to go back and share the information we have received here with other friends who would be interested to also join us. It is the more the merrier, because I can farm mushroom to satisfy the market demand for it. I cannot farm mushroom alone to satisfy even the Nigerian demand, because, like Omo said in her opening remarks, mushroom is becoming more popular by the day, because people who are health conscious are waking up to the reality that, they need to defend their immune system by the sort of things they eat. And mushroom stands out ahead of every other food that we eat as an immune booster. So even for young people, yes, if you have not eaten mushroom before, times have come now. If you go to a shopping mall in Abuja here, I need to check Makurdi, but in Abuja here, if you go to ShopRite, if you go to Sahar stores, go to Next Cash and Carry, any of these shopping malls, just pay attention at the food section in the cold room area. You will see mushroom. I take mushroom tea every day in my house. I put mushroom on all my foods. I'm scrambling eggs, I put mushroom there. I'm making a stew, I put mushroom there. I'm making a soup, I put mushroom there. So I don't hear of sickness. I don't hear of malarias. I don't hear of coughs and colds and all of that stuff. And this is where the world is going to. And it's going to be exciting to see the young people who will take leadership to run with these things and make it work. So thank you and congratulations for joining up. See you at the other side when the project commences. Omo, thank you for spending your time with us.